Cancer, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Holy cow. Okay, for those of you who are familiar with tarot, I just pulled 5 cards and 4 of them are major arcana. Cancer, we have the protagonist, the antagonist, the overall theme, the possible or the journey, and then the possible outcome. And here you are sitting in your seat, knowing, planning, dare I say, scheming. There you are with a bird's eye view, almost like you can predict the future. And here you are elevating. Here you are pushing the boundaries. I get a feeling from this like breaking the glass ceiling, if that makes sense. You know, it's like someone was supposed to hold you down, but they were holding you back. And you're just waiting to show them that they can't hold you back anymore. Here's you in the overall theme. I don't usually talk about the astrological significance of a card unless that card shows up in that person's read. And Leo, your card is strength. I like to think of this card, you know, people talk about it being strength. And, you know, the woman isn't wrestling the lion to the ground. It's not that kind of strength. This is the kind of perseverance that happens when you really take the time to work with that opposing energy. What she has is a lion willing to do her bidding. And that's much stronger than wrestling the lion to the ground. And even if you win, having a dead lion. Do you see my point? This is somebody with the resilience, the determination to work with the opposing force in order to pull what they want from it. The journey, somebody who has the recipe for success. I think of this as the alchemist, or sometimes even the baker of the card. You know, a baker walks into a room and takes eggs and flour and sugar and mixes it up to a certain specification, cooks it in an oven to a specific temperature for a specific amount of time, lets it cool, and voila, cake. Who says a baker's not an alchemist? Just saying. But this is somebody who has the patience and the know-how to create something better than the sum of its parts. So if you have all of this, if you have the knowing, you have the determination, you have the resilience, and you have the recipe, why are you unhappy? What's taking away from the joy of all this? Is it a plan that just isn't coming to fruition yet? Is it waiting for the opportune moment to do what you have to do? Let's see what the universe has to say. It's a lot of major arcana here. To me, it feels like you have been putting something together for a really long time. And like I said, it feels like somebody was trying to hold you back or stop you from moving forward. And you're just at a point right now, you say, you can't. You can't hold me back anymore. I'm just too strong. I see. You're being overly cautious. See, the Knight of Wands in the upright is the seize the day card. That's somebody who just takes action. They ride into, for a love read, I call this the guy who rides into town with his dick in his hand. But that's exactly the point. Rides into town and doesn't really think through his actions. He just makes a bunch of changes and leaves. But you got it in the inverse. You're being smart. Okay? You're putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. You know what other people don't know, and you see what other people don't see. However, something's still not adding up. You can't balance out the energy exactly because you don't have 100% of the information. And unless you're 100% sure, you're not going to strike because there's too much risk involved. So this right here, what's making you unhappy is you thought you would have it all ready by now. But there's a little bit of doubt, just a little bit of a lingering doubt. And that's what's stopping you from moving forward. And it's driving you up a wall because you thought you had it. Cancer, what are you getting yourself into? So here we have the magician. The magician is not only somebody who has the tools at his disposal to get something done, but he believes he can get something done. And here you have the Hierophant in the inverse. In a modern day sense, the Hierophant can represent groupthink. It can also represent an institution. So overall, it seems like you believe you can make such a profound change that it will almost like reverse the flow of a river, that it will turn back. I don't know, I like, how do I say it? You feel like you can right a wrong within a group dynamic or an organization. You believe you can do that. But there's just one thing you need to work through first. And that takes time. Cancer, you're brewing something. Don't know what it is. But the decisions that you're making aren't on a whim. This is research, this is thought, this is trial and error. And what you're waiting for before you take action is 100% certainty. This tells me that there's only one plan, and there's a plan A, because plan A has to work, and there will be no failure. Good luck, Cancer. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. Keep chipping away at this. Seems like it's worth it. I'll see you guys next week.